We are putting pork on the butcher block today. We are doing our pig butchery, but also while we're doing the cuts, I thought today would be a good time for us to talk about the economics of pork. How much did it cost me to raise the pork, and how much money did I save by raising it myself and doing the butchery myself? Here we have a half of Old Spot pig. This is a heritage breed pig, so it's got some decent fat on it. I have my new assistant here with me today, who I'll be teaching a little bit about the cutting, where to cut and what the cuts are, that kind of thing. So real quick, our equipment we're using today is an 8-inch butcher knife. We have a 2.5 pound cleaver. 2.5 pounds is very important minimum for chops. A Victorinox boning knife and a carbon steel boning knife as a second honing steel, and bone saw. Alright, so the first thing we want to do is get the leaf fat out. The leaf fat is our white here. All this white fat here, this is like your premium cooking. It turns into your lard. Once it's rendered, it's called lard. But first, we gotta take the kidney out. The kidney we leave in during harvest. It's the only organ that we leave in during the harvest, because to take the kidney out during harvest, we lose some of the leaf fat, which we don't want to do. Leaf lard. Or what will be leaf lard, I should say. While we're doing our butchery there, let's talk about the economics of raising the pork. So our first cost that we have in getting the pigs is the cost of buying the pigs themselves. This year, I was able to acquire my pigs for $150 each. My friend Kevin bought one of the pigs in advance and paid for its expenses, and I just did the labor on it. So we'll just focus on one pig, my pig, in this example here today. So we have $150 for the cost of the pig. Now let's look at the feed costs. Over the course of the 5 or 6 months that I had the pigs on property here, they ate just shy of 1 ton of feed. So my pig that we're looking at here today is responsible for about 1/2 ton of feed. 1/2 ton of feed cost me $260. This was certified organic grain that I purchased from a local farmer. This was more expensive than non-GMO feed or conventional feed. So my cost on this, getting the best product that I could get, is a little bit higher than some people that are just using a non-GMO feed. Those expenses were my only inputs that I had to pay out of pocket for this year. When I first started raising pigs in 2017, I made some upfront hard infrastructure costs that will be amortized over the course of about 10 years, or the lifespan of the product. Those expenses include pig fencing, an energizer, a water barrel with the pig water nipple on it, and this year I had to replace the batteries for the energizer. My old ones died and weren't holding a very good charge anymore. We'll amortize the battery cost over a 3-year period instead of a 10-year period, seeing how my last batteries lasted 3 years. So taking our annual cost of raising the pig plus the infrastructure costs amortized over 10, and in the case of the batteries, 3 years, that brings us to a total cost of $493.03 for my pig. Now to put it all in perspective and get our price per pound on the meat, we have to divide that number by the weight of the pig, the hanging weight of the pig. So I broke the carcass down into 2 sides, and then I carried each side of the carcass in my arms, guesstimating the weight. Okay, so this isn't going to be a super scientific number, but it's going to be close. Now, I'm basing the weight of the meat on my experience carrying around Little Buddy. Little Buddy, my son, is just over 80 pounds, like somewhere around 82 pounds-ish, somewhere in there. And this meat definitely felt heavier than that. I'd say each side of the pig was pushing 90 plus pounds. We're gonna keep this very conservative since I'm just guessing, and we'll just say 80 pounds a side, so 160 pound total of meat from the pig. So we'll take our $493.03 of cost, divide that by our weight of the pig at 160 pounds. Doing the math on that, we get $3.03 per pound. Keep in mind that this is for certified organic fed and pasture raised pork. So looking at other pork producers in the area who are raising their pigs on non-GMO feed, still on pasture though, I see a wide range of prices here, and it depends on whether you're selling retail or wholesale. So we'll just look at wholesale numbers. Again, we're keeping this conservative, and I'm gonna look on kind of the average number, which was about $4.25 a pound. So right there we have $1.22 in savings per pound for getting a better organic product versus a non-GMO fed pig. Of course, none of these numbers are counting for our time that we're putting into this. If we were selling a product as a farmer, we definitely need to take into account our time and put a dollar amount on that so we can calculate what we're going to sell our meat for. But this is for homesteading purposes. This is just raising your own meat out there, doing the work you enjoy doing anyway, and providing a product for your family in the end. There's a whole nother thing we need to look at to get a true cost, and that is the cost of harvest and butchery. The average price just to have a slaughterman come out to your place and do the kill is about $85. That includes the kill, the evisceration, and breaking the carcass into two halves. Then if you need the butchery done, they're gonna haul it back to their butcher shop. Generally, you're looking at anywhere from 70 cents to $1 a pound hanging weight for cutting and wrapping and giving you that meat back. One of the butchers in my area charges 77 cents a pound, so that's the number we're gonna use. That does not include making sausage. That doesn't include curing bacon or smoking any meat. That's just for basic butchery, cutting, wrapping, and freezing. So we have our kill fee of $85, and then our hanging weight processing fee at 77 cents a pound at 160 pounds. That is $123.20, plus our kill fee of $85 brings us to $203.20. My harvest and butchery costs, cutting, wrapping, and freezing costs for me this year, all zero. Now we're working on the shoulder of the pig, so we're going to get the leg off and then work on the picnic and the Boston butt up here. Let's take our 160 pound pig, multiply that by $4.25 if we're buying from a farmer, and that comes to $680. Adding to that our butcher costs of $203.20, we get a total of $883.20. So to find out how much money I saved this year, I'm going to take my total number, subtract that from the hypothetical number if we had bought all this, and that's going to give us the total in savings. So $883.20 minus $493.03 gives us our total savings of $390.17. Not only did I come out way ahead financially in this transaction, I got the added benefits of an organic pork product, the satisfaction of knowing what exactly went into my animal, raising it myself, having the opportunity to share this experience with my son and other people who have come to help and learn. And lastly, having the benefit of the pig doing work on my property, helping root out knapweed, overseeding with pasture mix to help improve my pastures. This was not just a financial win. This was a win all around. Big homestead success. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Now that we've done the butchery, we're going to be doing the other stuff that comes after butchery, like rendering leaf lard, curing bacon, curing copas. So all this stuff is going to be in upcoming videos. I hope you guys check back and watch them. If you haven't already, be sure to click the subscribe button, click the bell next to it so you can get notifications when these videos come out, so you can always be up to date on the latest videos coming out on the Grass-Fed Homestead.